All right, everybody. This is the big return. Sooner than I expected. We're starting. We're doing season 2, AnyBuddies podcast. Drake is gone. We have a temporary replacement here today with us. We've got our homeboy John. He'll be filling in. Very temporarily. We'll probably, maybe he'll show up again. Who knows? Mainly, it's just gonna be me and Josh from here on out in season 2. But yeah, we got a special one for you here. Josh is doing he's getting a little bit crunk tonight. He's getting a bit sauced up for season 2. Big entry. Drake's gone. No one's to hold us back anymore. Drake's gone.
You are making this sound as corpo as humanly possible right now.
Do not tell me I sound fucking corpo. I do not sound corpo.
Brother is corpoed right now.
I'm not corpo, man.
Corpo rat.
That is.
You don't got the better on anymore to hold you back.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I should have went more Drake, just like cussing and hating on everyone. Yeah.
Hater arc. You know what
I miss him. It's been about a week now.
Let loose.
Almost. Not quite a week since he's been gone.
I'll be real. He hit me up or whatever.
Oh, he gave you a goodbye text.
He literally did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, I did feel bad.
Made you feel bad for not actually seeing him in person.
Okay, you're throwing this in my face immediately. All right. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Let me Whoa.
Did you?
Whoa. Let me preface. Okay. Sorry, John. I don't want to cut you off, but let me preface. Let me be clear. Okay. He gave me a text, and he was like, He did make me feel a little bad because he was, I don't want to read it verbatim.
Obviously,
because,
that's between you and him.
Yeah, it's
personal.
It made me realize that, because I was going through a situation myself. Obviously, I prioritized me, and I realized that if I would have just maybe came out in the situation that I was dealing with, that I might have been better, but then I went to my sister's. But the thing is that I had asked him his opinion on this, on whether or not we should continue the pod in his absence. And even though that you had told me, Tyler, that he wanted us to.
That's fair. That's fair not to believe me.
Well, no, I not to say that I didn't believe you. Let me preface. I felt like I should get confirmation from the both of you because, yet again, this is kind of his child.
It is Drake's podcast.
Yeah, this was kind of and in response to the question, my exact words: "You want us to continue the pod in your absence, bro?" 2 question marks. He goes, "I think it'll be cool." Then he follows up with, "I'm gonna miss you, bro."
So sad.
Oh man,
that hit me deep.
Yeah,
I was at work when I read that. Let me preface. And oh god, it's hot in here. But I was at work when I read that, and I was like, dude, I do feel bad because
I can't do this right now.
Yeah, brother hit me deep with that one, and then I was like, okay. I gotta ask him when he's coming back. And then he's like, yeah, 6 months from now, obviously it'll be summertime. And I told him that whenever he comes back, we'll do something together. And he immediately called cap on me. And flamed me for not coming to see him. And so let me preface once again. Tyler, I roped you into this one. My response to that was, bro, I swear we'll go get fits or something, again, on God. Of course, we get Tyler a fit too while we're at it. So, Tyler, you were being roped into getting a fit.
Oh, okay.
So, let me just throw that one out there. You're being forced into this. There is no argument. You are being forced into this.
I mean, I wouldn't say no.
But yeah, that really put me in my head. So
at
it's
least
like-
you got to say something before you left, because you're not.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting any like messages from him for a long time now. That was pretty much
That's
him
my
on
question.
That was him on his bus ride and plane ride before showing up.
The gravity of the situation is finally hitting Josh.
Yeah. It does
You know
really
what they
hit
say,
deep
you
because
don't
I'm
know it
like,
until they're gone.
yeah. I mean, Tyler, it's probably hitting you a whole lot harder.
That's. Yeah.
Like, it's probably a whole lot lonelier in that house, even though he was fundamentally gone a lot of the time.
It was pretty sad today. We were celebrating Vicky's birthday, and my dad just inherently put out 4 plates, and I, had to put one of them away. It's not 4
Oh
of
my
us
God.
anymore. There's only 3 of us.
It's like
No.
a death of the family.
It's not a, yeah, I mean, kind of, but not really. I mean, it's just
Drake's
normal
gone.
stuff.
He's dead.
He's moved out. He's moved on.
Yeah, he's.
Of course, unlike most people, we went to the military, so it's more so than
Ah.
just living in a different house. He's living in a completely different state. And, he's going to be gone for a while. But, it's enough about Drake, this is us now. Okay, we're moving on, baby. This is season 2.
We're sidelining him for this one. All right.
Season 2, baby. That's what he told us. He said, hey, do it without me, bro. Keep it alive.
Move past the loss.
Exactly. He told us to keep it up while he was gone.
Do the
And we
Lord's Dear
will.
God
Drake is
like
only
flex.
temporary.
You
The
know?
Of course-
podcast is for
Of
however
course,
long
he
you
did
choose.
say we only have to do like 4 episodes to keep up the schedule.
Yes, sir.
So it's not gonna be too hard,
No, it won't be.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
we could do
if
more than
I
that
can-
if we want it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Obviously, I feel like we have to maybe stick to a more consistent schedule because yet again, I'm one for
Hey, man.
every.
To put it bluntly,
every,
Drake was the reason we had such a sporadic schedule most of the time.
Yeah, let's throw that one out there. Now that he's not here to defend himself, thank Drake for the consistent schedule last time in season 1, baby. We're back.
We're back. This is the Tyler and Josh era. Sorry, the Josh and Tyler era. Not to put either of us ahead of the other. But yeah, baby. Maybe we'll be more consistent. Who knows? That's in the future,
Let's
baby.
go
We
back.
live in the past. We stay moving, though. We stay moving.
Yeah. But we can offer a moment of silence for him though. Before we move on.
Yeah, of course. He's not dead, but let me make that clear.
I
He's
was
not
gonna say,
dead.
This is really sounding like an obituary for him.
But
Like,
we
this is
can
like
have a
the
moment of
cremation.
silence.
We do love him.
Drake loved his dead air seconds. I think he'd love.
He would love a dead air moment,
Yeah.
if you will. So if we would like to take this time just for a moment of remembrance, we'll have what 30 seconds of dead air.
30 seconds.
Fine. Okay, wait. Fine. Do we want 15 seconds of dead air for him?
Like 5.
Whoa. All right, buddy. Is he not worth 15? Like.
No, I don't think he is.
Wow. Whew.
Dead air.
Yeah, dead air. Whew, all right. 5 it is, I guess. Write that down. Let's start now.
Well, anyways,
I don't know. Was
that
that
was
5?
wonderful. Yeah, that was 5. That was great.
That wasn't even 5 seconds.
That was 5 seconds. It was 5 seconds.
I didn't
What-
count.
what-
I didn't count. I didn't lie.
I just counted with my fingers. I got close enough, I'd say.
We're not using the Mississippi method.
I will say, I brought my own story today, gentlemen. I actually did something. It's not an interesting story. It's a little funny. Me and my dad. Earlier today, we had a birthday party for Vicky. Sorry, my stepmom.
Amen.
Amen. First names. And basically, my dad wanted to make her this like mashed potato volcano with dinosaurs, like something like a 5-year-old would have. But he said like she wanted it pretty bad, and so we go to Weiss, and we're hitting up that
love that
place.
place.
Yeah, we're hitting up it, and we go normal grocery trip. But then we go to the checkout, and this is where it gets interesting. So my dad hates. He was on the podcast, former guest. Actually, John, I was wrong. You
Season
were the
1
third
guest.
Season 1 guest. So we go, and my dad refuses to use self-checkout. He hates self-checkout. He's like, it's taking cashier's jobs away. I hate self-checkout. So
Amen. I'm with him on that.
we go to the checkout lane. There's like this super old lady. She's bringing up a guy in front of us, another guy in front of us. It's our turn. She, I swear to God, she's like doing it so slowly. She's like, she's making like this the worst small talk known to man the whole time. And like she's like she'll like put something in a bag, take it out of that bag, put it in a different bag. She couldn't decide like what bag to put stuff in, all of this stuff like that. At one point, we had like our soda on the thing, and she like goes on this whole rant. She's like, yeah, you only need to put one up if it's this kind of soda, that kind of soda, that kind of soda. Like, don't put up all of them up there. Just put up one. Don't put them all up there. That kind of there's like a spiel for that. And all the while, I'm just like giggling myself, and I'm looking at my dad, and he's looking so mad. He's like so annoyed.
I can just imagine Tyler,
He's
you're
just
over here like,
silently, he's silently getting so annoyed by this old lady. And the whole time I'm thinking, is this a plant by Weiss? Like, are they intentionally putting dog shit cashiers so people would start to hate cashiers and want to use the self checkouts? Like,
dude,
like
I've run into that.
It was like that. She was that comically bad at it that it was like, is this intentional? And like we're bringing it up. She's like super slow. It takes us, I shit you not, probably like 5 minutes to ring us up. We didn't even have that much stuff. Like we had a good bit, not even that much. Should not have taken that long. And like after all that, we got a birthday cake, from Weiss as well. They made the cake, and she like starts putting it in the bag. Goes, you want this in the bag? Dad says nope, and she's like, too late. And then I should tell my dad so bad after, because that was the last thing she bagged, and I made my dad so bad. And then
bet you wanted this in a bag, buddy.
And then after that, the printer slowly prints out the receipt. She takes the receipt, starts slowly reading it, and goes, you saved $9.08, and you got like 80 cents on your reward cards, and then finally hands the receipt so we can leave. It was so funny. It was so funny. Oh my God, it was so funny.
Dude,
I was
violated his repeat.
I was just sitting there the whole time like, this has to be a plant, man. There's no way. No way. Dude, it was it was like a comically bad cashier. Like it was like they were like, what is a bad cashier? And then it was like they hit all the hallmarks. Like it was like a comedy routine. It was so funny. And then like at one point, I completely misunderstood what she said. Like with the cake, she looked at the cake. It's like, somebody's birthday. It's like, and my dad goes, yeah, it's my wife's. And she goes, yeah, mine passed just a little while ago. And I thought she meant her husband or wife just died. And I guess my dad took it as like it was her birthday just passed. And we had completely I think that's probably what she meant. Like my birthday just passed. And so my dad's like, yeah, congratulations, like happy belated birthday or whatever. And I immediately went, what the fuck did he just say in response to that? And then she made a face like she was shocked. She made a face like she was shocked, and I was like, did she actually mean that her husband just died a week ago, or not? And I couldn't tell, and I'm still like unsure if she said when she said that she meant, because the way she said like mine passed just the other week, like that could mean either. Like, yeah, my spouse just passed, like, died, or my birthday just passed, and like we both took the separate meanings of that, and like the way she responded, like it could have just been because she was deaf and could barely hear him, or like she was like stunned that he was just like, congratulations, your husband died. Because she was that old, like I'd believe her husband just died a week ago. She looked like she was like 80 or something. Like I wouldn't be surprised, and I was just like. I was just looking at my dad like, what? And yeah.
Thank you to the extreme.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay, she probably meant her birthday, but it is funny to think that she was in fact referring to her husband dying. It's funnier to imagine that was the case, and that was just so funny to me.
I have you know, it's just in response to that alone, I'm crying.
I know, it was so funny.
Because I can just imagine it's just some old woman going, I'm just the cereal plant for Weiss right now. She knows her place in this world.
Yeah.
My time here is limited. I'm the cereal plant, but let me just, birthday, huh? Oh, my husband's just, my husband's just fast. She just go, and your dad's just like, oh, congratulations! Starts clapping.
That's literally what
I'm so
happened.
happy for you.
That's literally what happened.
It's like, dude, it's like a Key and Peele skit. I swear to
Oh my
God.
And just knowing my dad was getting so annoyed and so frustrated with this old lady the
It
whole
really,
time makes it
dude,
so much funnier.
the fact
And
that he
maybe
was getting
maybe your
mad.
dad knew, and he just had an intrusive thoughts moment where he was like,
Yeah.
"I know what she's saying, but."
No, he's because I mentioned it later when we were talking to my stepmom, and yeah, he once again said like yeah about the birthday thing, and I was like I could have thought she meant her husband dying, but that makes more sense overall, I'd say. But yeah, that was very funny.
Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, maybe he was just so fed up with the garbage job that she was doing that he was like, I gotta, it's really hitting me hard right now. I gotta, I gotta let out my frustration somehow. And
Like I fully believe
just
she was
let
an
loose.
industry plant. Like I don't know how they'd have a lady like that hired
He got punked.
unless it was a joke. Unless they were intentionally hiring that lady because she sucked.
Well,
Which
the
is
thing
very
is, right?
funny if that's the case.
Whenever I go to Weiss, right? Casual place, shop all the time. Just throwing this one out there. Every 2 weeks, by the way. Every 2 weeks. Okay.
Whoa.
You find me there.
Wow.
Find me there.
Find me.
We'll brawl. We'll brawl in the parking lot. All right. But no. Every 2 weeks I go there. I get the same old lady every time, and I have the exact same experience. She's slow with it, but I respect it because I don't want to use self checkout because I'm like, I don't want to go through the effort of finding the barcode on every single one of my items. Okay. I'd be going through a cart full of items and not wanting to find the barcode. All right. Maybe it's me just being lazy, but I respect the fact that there are still cashiers out here doing their job. Okay. Maybe I'm making somebody's day worse, but I'm just saying they're making my day better. Okay.
That's
The fact that I don't,
smile.
yeah, smile.
A positive message.
Oh, guest story.
Let's
I got
go.
a story.
Go ahead.
Today
Take
is
the floor.
fact. All right.
Amen.
So, I of course work at AT&T, and today was relatively slow, but we had a moment around like 3, I want to say. An older guy comes in, and he's like, "Yeah, I have some questions about my plan." So we're like, "Okay, we'll help you out." And we pull up his account, and one of the first things we do in our store is we have to scan their license to get in their account. That way, nobody can just walk in and be like, "I'm going to take your phone." And he's like, "They never do that." And I'm like, I apologize. We've always done that." And he's like, "Whatever." Okay, so he gives it over. We get into his account, and he starts talking about this phone that's not on the account. And I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't see that here." And he's like, "What do you mean you don't see it?" And I'm like, "It's not there." And he's like, "Yes, it is. I know it's there." He's like, "I pay this amount each month." And I'm like, "Sir, that's not your bill." And this dude starts losing his mind. Like, he goes from 0 to 100, starts cursing me out, starts saying that he starts throwing a fight with everybody in the room. People that weren't even a part of it. He's calling them. He's like, "Everyone here is stupid. They don't know what they're doing. I cannot believe you guys even work in customer service." And we're like, "Dude, chill out, or we're gonna kick you out." Like, this dude was like in his 80s. And he was like about ready to fight us.
Oh, I would have fought him.
Grandpa's
I would have
getting
fought him.
flashbacks.
But we were
He's
like,
going into
"What
fight or
is going
flight.
on?" And he's like, "This is ridiculous. I cannot believe that T-Mobile store is this fucking stupid." And we all just had this moment where we just like deadpan stared at him for a minute. And I was like, "What'd you say?" And he's like, "T-Mobile is fucking ridiculous. I cannot believe they employed you." And we're just like, "Sir, this is AT&T.
Long
The sign
story.
outside is huge. T-Mobile is purple scheme. We have blue lights on in here." And
Shawty was colorblind.
I was like,
Bro is
"How
lost.
many times have you been in this store?" And he's like, I've never been here, but my wife has been here. And I'm like, what's your wife's name? And he gives me her name, and I look at the account. He accessed her account.
Oh God.
He went in talking about his phone into the store where his wife's phone was, and lost his mind.
Bro's
And
lost.
afterwards, just like, well, you shouldn't put y'all should really be more descriptive of where you have your stores.
What?
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Bro's
don't
having
even
his
work it.
Biden arc.
That bro doesn't even fucking buy anything from your store. Why should you do anything
No.
for him?
Bro, he lost it. I don't understand how he pulled up to a place that he's never been to before, as opposed to the store he's apparently been to multiple times, and then was just like, I can't believe the nerve of you young folk to trick me like this.
How dare you trick me? Yeah, like a lot of people like that just refuse to be wrong, and they'll just always be like, "Well, actually, it's because I was this. I thought that because of this, and I'm never wrong, actually." And
I
yeah,
swear, dude was a professional gaslighter.
This is what I mean. I hate old people. Like, just
yeah. Josh has never
it's just
experienced a nice old lady, sadly.
yeah. Dude.
It's very hard to come by, honestly, nowadays.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get ones that are super nice. 9% of the times you get the ones that would if there wasn't so many people around, they would like casually throw slurs at you.
Exactly. You
like
see,
my
this is what I
grandparents
mean.
are so nice. I got so lucky, and then Josh has like the worst grandparent ever.
I have literally a demon
Spit on
living
her
in my
grave.
house. Yeah, like I'd be going over there and I'd be
Fuck that
like, I'd be
hack.
taking it on God. But no, on some like real type beat. You know what I mean? Like, I had two good grandparents, and I got to know I got to know my like grandpa, but I didn't know I didn't get to know my grandma, right? Or my grandma might like technically be like my grandma because like my pap remarried, and then it was a whole thing. But basically I think it was the second grandma is the good one. The first one, the one that lived here with me, dude. The hesitation to want to push her down the stairs. God.
Still to this day, she had me fooled.
Yeah, dude. Yet again, I'd say okay. So
I can just look
podcast
at her and tell she was a bitch.
This is what I mean. Yeah, Tyler could see it. But
I
dear
don't know,
podcast viewers, okay, I had a evil grandmother. In school, I used to tell all my friends, for example, this.
John.
John, yes.
Why'd you hesitate to refer to me as a friend? Hold on.
I didn't. I'm sorry, I'm tipsy. But let me just preface that while I was in school, I used to tell stories all the time. I'm like, I get yelled at all the time. Like, this is like, God, if I'm just saying, don't investigate me for this one. But if murder was legal, purge were real, them stairs would be my murder weapon.
I mean, she's already dead, so.
Well, yeah, nowadays, I don't gotta worry about that no more. I got free will. But nobody believed me. But like, obviously, I have my main three. You know what I mean? I have my main three with me. I got Tyler, and I got my. I put respect on bro's name. You know what I mean?
I respect it.
Continue with that again.
I put respect on bro's name. Scott. Shout out to him. But they knew, and John over here didn't believe me. He's like, he met her during a group project that we had for tech physics, sorry. And
we weren't smart enough for physics.
We were not smart enough for physics, man. But yet again, met her, and he fell into the classic trope.
That no nice grandma smokes like 10 packs a day.
That's real.
She did have the I want my smoke kind of voice.
Oh, dude. And yet again, like, not to just rip and tear here, but like, you know how hard it is just on some real type beat to be in? You know, I'd be in my room. I'd just be doing my thing at the time. No lock on my door. You know, not where, whoa, pause. Not wearing ugliness. Pause. But no, like, I'd just be trying to sleep, right? And it'd be like, I don't know, say like 4 a.m. You know what you hear going down the stairs? She got viewers. She has a walker. Sorry, let me preface that one. Okay. Had. Sorry, but
The booze is hitting them hard, boys.
the soju's hitting different. This ain't nothing to me, man. But no, she be going downstairs, and you know, obviously with a walker, you're kind of having a hard time. You know what I mean? You're fighting for your life down the, going down some stairs. So, what do you know? She's going down them stairs. She's going, bam, 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 every stair. You know what I mean? She just hit every stair on the way down with a, she'd be stomping that walker. You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, it's 4 a.m. A brother's got school tomorrow. Like, how am I gonna, it's just blatant disrespect. You know what I mean? Like, I'll come out there and stance up on you on God. Like, don't play. Don't
make me take that walker.
Whoo! Shorty, I'd be. She gets me bent. Even, hey, man, she gone. I live free now. I live free. And plus,
Bless up.
Free
bless
man.
up, honestly. Not to wish death upon anybody, but like, really, she's killed a man before. Just throwing that one out there. Okay?
What?
Yeah, she killed a man before. Just, yeah, that's the whole thing.
I'm sorry. What? Okay,
viewers, just for reference, we will not go into that one. That'll be part of the lore.
Like that.
But
for legal,
yeah, she's
legal reasons.
Well, statute of limitations is definitely up on that one. But like,
seeing how she's dead, I mean, there's no one to
seeing how
prosecute.
she is dead, she definitely took that one to the grave. But let me just say, the moment she left the house, my life got so much breezier, man. I could dude, I just really wonder what she'd have to say nowadays about my whole switch up, okay? Because
turn around.
Dude, Tyler, yet again, you know me nowadays. You know what I mean? I get up to activities. You know what I mean?
Changed man.
I get some tomfoolery, you know what I mean? Like, she's one of those people that would call you out for being she definitely would say a slur at you. I'm just saying.
Even now, it still baffles me. Like, I believe you now, but remembering back on her, like the first time I met her, she definitely seemed like one of those
She's a faker.
Like, I don't know. Like, again, I didn't meet her very often, and the one time I did during that project, she mainly stayed in her room, bedbound.
Yeah. Well, you see, that's a trope.
This is a powerful lick smacks. Good Lord.
Yeah, sorry. It's I'm getting to the soju bit of the soju. But basically, sorry, it's I'm like a dog with peanut butter right now. I got the infinite food glitch going on right now.
Infinite food glitch.
But no, it's like that was her strategy. Is when people came around, she was God bless. She'd make a brother cookies and be like, I'm heavenly. These people try to villainize me. And then
I'm a victim.
She definitely was the perfect example of a sociopath in pure form. And it astounds me to this day even that she got away with it so hard. Because yet again, she had a tendency of just using people and then just when people would come around. Yeah, it's insane because yet again she used dear viewers, just to preface how bad she she used Jehovah's Witnesses to go to the store. She would ask to go to the store. She had her license revoked, by the way, because she crashed. She was not able to she was not allowed to drive, by the way, because she had gotten into accidents that were purely her fault, by the way. And she had friends that were Jehovah's Witnesses that would come over and be like, "Oh, I'm ready for Bible study," and she would go, "No, sorry, I want to go to the store." And I'd be like, "Dude, for real? Like,
They were trying to convert her until the day she died.
yeah, like it's insane." And nobody of course, Jehovah's Witnesses, man, bless up. I was a part of that gang for a while. You know what I mean? Back in my prime of being 14.
You're saying you're past your prime?
Maybe. Well, no, I have
you're still
alcohol now. I'm
peaking.
better. Yeah, I have alcohol now. I'm better.
Well, except for that part, I mean.
Whoa! Okay.
It'll really limit your gains,
No. Okay. Whoa. I think alcohol makes me a little better, but that's fine. We can
Definitely worse
discuss.
at telling stories.
I'm already bad at telling stories.
A lot of rambling.
It makes for a good podcast.
True. That runtime's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, but no. At one point or another, right? Okay, so me and my dad, and her, and the Bible study people, we're all at the house, right? Old place, back where I used to live before we moved into this grandiose white people establishment that I have now. Let me preface, that's not a shot, by the way.
Backpedal quite a lot.
Yeah, sorry. It's the soju.
There's blessing up a lot too.
That's true. I'm feeling very blessed right now. The fact that she's gone, shorty, yeah. But no.
She died a while ago, by the way, just to make this clear. She died 2 or 3 years ago. These are old wounds that are being opened by his alcohol, bro. It's just leaking out of him. This is just you just gotta get it out.
This is making me look like a really bad person.
I don't think it is. It's just making you look like this lady has really affected you. Even after so long of her death, you're just thinking about it this much. Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Well, the thing is that the mental abuse was out there. You know what I mean? She was degrading. She'd throw anything at you once.
Look at how powerful you are now.
Yeah. And I'm like,
you could probably easily break her spine now. How strong you are!
I could have done it before, but now I have the mental fortitude to do it.
I was about to say she almost did. I'll save that after you finish here, because.
Yeah. Okay. So but no, there was one time where everybody was over at the old place that we had trailer. It was great. But everybody's over, and we were having a grandiose time. I was about to go to Bible study. I didn't think anything of it. And my dad looks at me. I look at him. He goes, "Do you really want to do this? Is this something that you actually enjoy doing?" And of course, back in my room, I have my Xbox on. God forbid, I probably have GTA running. Tyler's probably on the mic. Scott's probably on the mic. And I'm like, "Sorry, boys, I gotta go to Bible study." Remember those days? And
oh my God.
Yet again, my dad's like, "Is this something you actually want to do? We've never really talked about it." And yet again, this is it's probably a year, 2 years in me doing this. I got suckered into it because my grandma. Let's run that one back. And I'm like, "Not really. I'm playing GTA back there, and my bros need me right now. We are running my mobile operations locker right now. I could be running bunker stuff right now. Ugh. And
I'm losing
Dad
millions.
goes, yeah, I could be making gains right now. And, it became a huge, ordeal. And I'm like, because my dad was like, yeah, he's clearly not into this. Like, he's doing it
Should have
because...
Jehovah's Witnesses there. You were shooting up cops in the other room and playing GTA. They probably would have kicked you out immediately.
That's what I'm saying. Is I never... okay. One of the Jehovah's Witnesses, kids that was there doing the readings. I
Baddie.
forget his name.
Oh.
No!
Never mind.
It was he. It was he. Whoa. But I forget his name. He was cool. He played Fallout New Vegas. But that was the only M-rated game he had. I remember that because I was over to their house for Thanksgiving once.
You go over, you see him playing, and you're like, what game you got there? He's like, oh, my parents got it for me. It's Rapture Simulator.
I would not be surprised.
All the sinners are still on Earth.
But no, that whole thing became an argument at our place. And I was just like, I'm going to go play GTA now. Like, I'm good. And I never got to do Bible study again. I was goated for that one. But nonetheless, let me preface. TLDR. Band for band. Cheese in my pocket like I'm a calzone. I'm pulling a Drake right now.
Okay.
My grandma was a bad person.
Thank you.
Next topic. All right.
Yeah, that's been long enough.
I don't know how long I was talking, by the way.
It was a while.
I was going off. Sorry.
Just to rope it off, wasn't there a time, I vaguely recall this, where something happened where your grandmother, fell? And I was like, oh my gosh, is she okay? And bro just started laughing. Do you remember that?
Do I remember that? I probably did laugh. Because I was like, hey, that's karma. On God. Disrespect on her name.
That's literally like when you were at that one chick's house and your grandma fell or whatever. Just recently.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Wait, whoa. Where, wait, whoa. I was at a chick's house?
Yeah.
When? Whoa.
When, like a month ago. Remember? How do you not forget this? You're the one that told me the story.
Okay. Oh! Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, I was running that back in my head. I was like, yeah! Okay.
Yeah.
No,
that was funny.
Yeah, because, it was a very samey scenario. Because, she has a grandma that's very similar to mine. But, it's weird. Because, dude, I laughed at that too. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a bad person.
It's funny, though. It's hard not to laugh.
It is funny!
It's very funny.
It's old people.
Yeah.
Something about old people is creepy, right? And that's why there's so many horror movies, right? About old people. They hit their niche. You hit, 70, 80 years old. You get that, weird, wrinkly look.
Wrinkler era.
Yeah, and then you're like, I'm going to shove a bunch of kids into an oven, right? That's the level of look that you get. There's two kinds of grandparents, right? There's the normal, come over, we'll have a grandiose time, we'll cook, Thanksgiving dinner, this is a normal scenario for people.
Hungry.
Yeah, it's a normal scenario. And then there's the other side, that I got, where it's oh, you're definitely gonna cook kids. If you had an option, you would literally, you are Satan's spawn. I'm not even lying.
It's not my fault.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat
it.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Tiger chops, Grandma.
Tiger's chops. Never heard that technique before, but I'll take your word for it.
Bless up on Kiryu's name for that one.
I don't know. See, I had the opposite. My grandfather, he was a bit of a strict guy, Christian, all Christian like for the longest time, and you know, whenever my grandma passed away, me and him started like actually, seeing each other more. I became less of a recluse. He started to open up, and I have a very fond memory of just one night. This is a guy where he was in the military, so his bed schedule was like, I don't know, he'd go to bed at like 5 or 6, and then wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and just
Okay.
stay awake. And
Got you.
I'm sitting in my room at like 2 in the morning, and I'm playing games, and he just comes by, and out of nowhere he's like, "Hey, so what do you call a woman who sells herself for spaghetti?" And I was so confused because this man has never told a joke in his life. I was so baffled. I was just like, huh. And he's trying not to giggle, and he's like, a prostitute, and runs to his room,
That's nice.
tucks himself in bed, pretends to honk me. I was crying. I was literally
That's
crying for laughter.
nice.
Not because of the joke, but because it caught me so off guard. I didn't even know he was awake. Like, back in the good old days when I was grinding up Xenoverse 2, right? I'm sat there playing that, and bro busted out the corny dad joke. And I walked in his room, I'm like, where did you hear that? And he's like, I heard it on the news.
He's just having fun. That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's a
that
nice,
is
wholesome story.
Yeah, that's
You
a
love to hear
goated
those.
grandparent experience. You know what I mean?
You love
Like,
to hear
He's a silly
those.
guy.
For me, right? Like oh god. Okay, for me, like my goated grandparent was my grandpa. Like me and him were like close, but never like we were never like super super close. Like I'd be able to like see him every like 4 to 6 months. Like it would be like either family events or it'd be like me and my dad would go over and like would visit. And like yet again, he would have like for a while like basically he'd have this dog and it'd be him and his dog go everywhere. His dog, Fred, bro, goated dog. Like you would
We love Fred.
we love Fred. You know what I mean? But not the point of the story. Great dog, by the way. But the thing is that like me and him were like tight, and every time I'd see him, he'd come up with a new nickname for me. And I was like, at the very end, right? Like the one that he kept with the most, because he was like, obviously he knew I was like into the more like technological side of things. Like I was into like obviously games. I was into like the more modern like computery kind of thing. He ended up calling me by the name Kilowatt because he thought it was like,
Badass.
and I was like, dude, I'm into it. Like I thought it was good.
Bro's like
And,
from a Spy Kids movie.
Yeah, and I was like, it's such a goated nickname that I'm never gonna like. That is one of those nicknames that I'll keep with me because like, it's one of those that it's so unique that you can't just go, oh, that's like nobody's gonna call you just Kilowatt, man, unless you're like an electrician or like
A serial killer. You kill a lot.
Yeah, like you'd have to be a serial killer for that. But it was this just like cutesy little like show of like, oh, I'm trying to like relate a little bit to my like grandson a little. Like, and I always thought that was like a really nice gesture. But me and him, we were goated. I'd go to church. Like I even started going to church or whatever for a little while because of him. I didn't lie. Like I dropped what I was doing on Sundays just to go to church for him.
That's
For
nice.
a little while. Yeah, because it was like I thought it was like yet again it was just one of those things where it's like I was so like interested by him because like Dad tells me stories all the time where he's like, he was super rough on me. Like he was such a, pain in the neck. And I'm like, dude, I get none of that.
Yeah,
I'm
my dad says the same thing about my grandpa, and he's like the nicest dude now.
Yeah, and I'm like, is it just like a generational thing? Like, I don't know. Cuz I was like, me and him always like had a cool little vibe going. But
I
my
mean,
dad
that
and
is
him,
kind of the generational special. Like, you get your grandparents are like always designated to spoil your kids.
that is true. But I just thought it was funny because like my dad always tells a story where he's like, it's somewhere along the lines like my dad had to go immediately at like I think it was like 16, even before that, to go get a job. Like while he was still in school, he had to go do sports. Like he was forced into sports. And I'm like, all right, well that sucks. Like why'd you have to do that? And he was like, well, your pep made me do it. Like he said, you had to go out for 2 sports. So I went out for wrestling and football. And I'm like, wow, I'm glad that's a thing that didn't carry over because I would have done none of those. And but then Pap just looks at me and he tells Dad like, yeah, lighten up on him. You shouldn't be so hard on me. And I'm like, dude, he's really softened up on he's softened up over time because comparatively to stories that I've heard, like, dude, this guy used to be like a dictator. Oh God, comparatively to what I hear, and
Yeah,
then whatever I
listening to you
actually.
guys, I realize how lucky I am, you know. Both of my
I mean,
grandparents are still alive.
yeah, it's kind of upsetting. Like I was a cask bearer for what is it for my pap? Like yet again, I honor to be so because it was like I respect the guy immensely. Um, Scott actually came to that funeral. Shout out to him. Um, we talked D&D the entire time when I was really into it. That was when NecoArc was getting the like tech rework, by the way, just to give
Gotcha.
a
It
time
all
frame
comes back to
basis.
Necoarc.
Yeah, but yeah. The thing is, like, it was sad to see him go, but like I knew that, like, honestly speaking,
You
like,
saw it coming, you know.
yeah. Put respect on. I put respect on that man's name. Like, shout out to him.
Something
He was
I'm very
way better than my grandma. Shout out. But go on, John.
something I'm grateful for is when peak COVID was hitting and we graduated, the way the school had the graduation was, of course, they did it to where you were only allowed 3 people, to come see you. It was all individual, one at a time. Go up on stage, fake diploma. Here you go, get out of
Yep.
here. And I made the decision to have him hand me my diploma, which I was kind of like, I don't know, because my mom's showing up and everything. But I made the decision to have him do it, and I'm so glad I did because yeah, that he really took care of me, and he didn't like he had kids of his own,
Yeah.
but they were all estranged. They were pieces of crap. They're garbage. But yeah, so that was definitely nice.
Honestly, shout out to good grandparents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout
Like,
out. I love you,
honestly,
We
Grandma,
love
Grandpa.
good
You're
grandparents.
real ones.
yeah, shout out good grandparents that don't like do any sort of manipulative, like, Stockholm syndrome type beat kind of nonsense.
Shout
You
out
know
to
what
all my good grandmamas that feed me. Let's go.
I mean? Real.
My grandma made me the big boy, the big healthy boy that I am.
On God. Amen. But on the just to like backtrack a little bit, whenever you were saying about the whole graduation thing, it just hit me while I was in my like, okay, you know how we had to go get not really fitted, but like we had to go get, like, it was like almost like a pre-prep, right, for
Yeah.
our suits, like our graduation little cap and gown things. I was so nervous to do that because they had it set up in the high school cafeteria, and like it was those like zip up like blue graduation coats, right?
God, our
And
graduation gowns were dog shit. Sorry,
it was hot
Mine
garbage.
ripped like immediately.
Well, okay, the guy that I had that was like basically overseeing me put on all this stuff or whatever, like the cap and gown. He had made a joke, right? And I took it way too literally. I ended up putting on this like cap and gown, and I'm trying to like put on the gown, right? And I'm trying to zip it up, and so many people have zipped this thing up already, and it's like it's not zipping up, and I'm like, oh, I'm starting to panic. I'm starting to sweat. Like it's hot.
I'm freaking out.
Yeah, I'm starting to freak out.
Straight tweaking.
Yeah, I'm like it's hot outside. Like this is about to be what, summer probably, and I'm like it's probably like 80 degrees or maybe even like 85. I'm hot. I'm sweating. I'm like, dude, this is bad. And the guy looks at me and goes, "You're breaking it." And I'm like,
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just literally stutter out. I look down and I stutter out, "I'm sorry." Like, I literally have a moment of shame where I'm like, and he was like, "I wasn't being serious." And I'm like, dude, you cannot play me like that.
Pathetic POV.
Yeah. I couldn't tell whether or not he was making a joke. Because I was sitting there, hot. Let me preface, in this hot cafeteria, trying to zip up this like gown while I already have the cap on. The cap is the forehead line of the cap is drenched.
Bro, it's freaking out.
I'm losing.
If I remember correctly, too, did they not specify? They're like, yeah, there's one for each of you guys. So like,
yes,
if you had broken it, it's like, oh well,
you have to pay for
over.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, my dad's gonna be so bad if I have to pay for this.
Oh, I just remembered what I just now remember what you were even talking about. You were like overhyping it. Literally, it was just, yeah, show us that you actually know how to put it on. That's all this was.
Yeah, but this guy is sitting here watching me do this, and I'm like, I'm getting jittery because like I hate having people watch me. It is like while I'm doing
mine took me literally like 5 seconds.
Okay, yours did not have a loose string that was like right on the zipper. Okay,
So funny.
but I have a certain thing for me. It's almost like a phobia, but it's not really that serious. It's not that deep. But
I was afraid of the zipper coming off in the Spider-Man suit.
Dude, literally, I hate when people watch me do things like intently, or intensely. Like I hate it because like then there's a more like preface on what you're doing, obviously. Then
you're setting the standard.
Yeah, like you're obviously holding up your end. And now you're setting the expectation for what should happen. And so I'm having this guy watch me try to put this thing on. And what do you know? String gets caught in the zipper. The zipper won't go up. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm starting to tug on this thing. And I'm like, oh, God.
Get off me.
I was having a moment where I was like, I'm going to cry. I'm going to lose it. This is one of those moments where this is my party. I was gonna cry if I wanted to. And let me preface, I didn't throw that one out there. I'm better than that. But I definitely was sweating. And the guy did not help because he made the comment of being like, "You're gonna break it."
Brother, sweating bullets.
And then we had to go over to the middle school because that's where they were giving out the diplomas. We had to do the handshake thing, and my handshake was so awkward. I went in for the right hand, and then immediately.
It's funny we had to do all that, and then we didn't actually do any of that.
Dude,
real talk. I'm so glad we didn't have to actually do real graduation. I went to my brother's, and I was so glad I didn't have to do that. It was so boring and so awful.
It is really boring, yeah.
I was so
Like, okay.
happy. I just had to go there for fucking like 5 minutes and leave. That
Yeah,
was so nice.
because-
That day was such a memory
The
because
picture was way
after,
better too.
True. It was a
After
black,
graduation-
empty stage. But go on, John.
After graduation, I remember my grandfather took me out to Red Lobster as like a special treat because, us living where we did at the time, y'all know nothing
Shorty.
around there.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And well, he had one beer at Red Lobster, got his second glass, and my one little sister was visiting with us. He reaches over the table to tickle her cheek and stuff, and immediately knocks the glass over, shatters it. It's a full glass. It goes everywhere. Every single person starts looking at us. Bro looks like he's about to cry. He's like, I'm not even drunk. I swear I'm not drunk.
Amen.
That's so funny.
Well, you have to think about it. Like, in our position, right? Like, class of 2020, by the way. Like,
Or real ones.
I think we graduated at a very opportune time. Despite the situation. Like, COVID was just hitting, and they didn't know what to do. Like, the school systems were just a mess.
It really went downhill after our graduation year. From what I've heard, based on where my sister's in school, everything went downhill.
Yeah,
Well-
like 2021 and 2022 were like super bad.
Yeah, we got out good.
I honestly, I think we made out the best that we actually could have. Because, like,
Yeah.
just truthfully speaking, like, yet again, I tell this story all the time, or whatever, but, I'm honestly glad that the way that our school did it was, like, obviously, what was it? We were in tech physics at the time or whatever, right, Tyler? Or, like, it was both of us, yeah. We were on tech physics at the time, and our film and lit teacher comes to us and she's like, I heard word that we might not be coming back anytime soon, and then delivers us our like book that
Farewell.
we were reading.
Or
Yeah.
whatever.
I do remember that.
And like for me and Tyler or whatever, me, Tyler, and shout out my man Scott, what's up? I respect my mans. This is really his episode.
You just keep
I
bringing
miss-
them up.
I
Been
miss
on the
bro.
podcast.
Well, yeah, it's almost like you stopped doing the thing that we all hang out and do together.
Sorry,
So yeah.
but
Put him on blast.
okay, yeah, I feel attacked for that one. but
Even Jacob
we'll
was trying to get you to come back today.
Dude,
Josh,
I
this episode
know,
was
he's
done.
trying to
First episode about
propaganda me
Zing,
back
now
into
Zing,
it.
bye, and now this.
all right, but we'll come back to this. Hold on, I'm almost there.
It's so slow with Josh.
Do you want an entertaining podcast? I'm trying to pick up the Drake role while I'm drunk. All
This
right.
is season 2, episode 1.
Yeah, season 2, episode 1. It's new year, new me. I'm drunk. All right. So, basically, our film and lit teacher comes to us, delivers us our books. Obviously, me, Tyler, Scott, bless up, had rigged the pool of what our books were going to be, all Will Smith material. So, what were we reading at the time? I think it was I Am Legend.
No, it was Pursuit of Happiness. I Am Legend was first.
Okay, thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
Shout out to you. So, yet again, delivers us Pursuit of Happiness.
God, us just cheating on every test together was so funny.
Dude, I would not have passed that grade if like.
It was just so funny because I keep saying us cheating. It was me just giving Josh all the answers. I didn't need to cheat. It was Josh cheating off me. We weren't like working together. I was just doing it for Josh.
Royal we.
Yet again,
Yeah, it was a we. It was mainly me and then Josh was spectating and clicking all the answers
Tyler,
I was.
Probably
Probably
oh God,
best grade you've ever gotten.
honestly, Tyler, I would put. I
That is
put
awesome.
respect on you. Like to be honest,
It
I
was
put
so
respect
funny.
on you. Oh God, I put.
I'm a
respect
real
on
one
your
like
name
that,
for
okay?
Yeah, like I put respect on your name for that, for real. Because like yet again.
Because yeah, we would do them at the same time, and I'd be like, I'd read out the question I was on, and then read out the answer, so that he would like be able to follow along and like click the right answer with me.
Like yet again, Tyler, I say that yet again. Part of the story. At the time, my tech physics grade was a D minus. Okay,
I just
before
can't fathom how it got that low. It's just so funny to me.
before we had left, it was a D minus. I told nobody about that. Besides, like, you and Scott. I was like, I'm so glad we left because it was like I was about to fail tech physics, and the moment we had started doing the at-home tests on our computers that the school had given us, thanks to bro here, my grade went from a D minus to like a B plus real quick. I'm just saying,
All that hard work.
dude.
Yeah, Josh really put in the work.
Well, the thing is that like the way that our tech physics teacher would do tests, like for me, I did not vibe with the tests that he would give because
I thought he was one of our best teachers. I think he did a really good job at
no,
actually teaching us.
okay, I think he did a really good job at teaching. Just the way he did tests was very bad, at least in my opinion. Because if you remember, Tyler, there were several tests where like the wording was wrong, or like the things were like misspelled, like, and we had to give like long answer.
Yeah,
like,
but I have
or we had to,
dyslexia, so that just looks normal to me.
yeah, and I'm like,
he's
dude,
writing like me, bro. He's just like me
He's-
for real.
he's just like me for real. But no, like I'm so like that was the main thing.
That
for me,
dude was
is,
a
like,
real one.
dude, I like, with all due respect, I did actually enjoy his class. It was just the fact that like the tests being so much of the grade for that class really weighed me down. That and the like, I was okay with the projects because the projects were like a like physical like thing that we could actually participate in and get active engagement out of, and then we could actually learn from that. Like, I was cool with that. Like, that was fun. But like whenever it came to like tests, that's where I'd fall off. Like I obviously never been a good test taker with the qualities that I have. So I'm like, dude, the moment you put a test in front of me, and the moment you start spelling things wrong, and the moment you start putting words in the wrong order for long answer questions and expect me to get the right answer, ain't happening, shorty. Not
Sure, I
happening.
think you're over exaggerating. I don't think it was that bad.
It was
all I
bad.
remember about school, for all of the viewers that are still in school, 9 times out of 10, this will work. If there's an answer on a quiz that says all of the above, chances are that's it. Because why else would they specify
And
that?
chances, if one of the questions is considerably longer than the rest, that's probably also the right answer.
That is true.
They wouldn't bother typing out all that garbage if it was wrong.
Let's just be honest. I've been around it. Yet again.
For all your listeners, I'm still in school, by the way. I'm in college. You know how it is.
Shout out Tyler for that
It
one.
starts up Tuesday.
Tyler's something of a scholar himself.
Yeah.
A wee bit of a scholar.
But honestly,
You know,
I've been around so many teachers now that I realize that is their main thing, right? Like they're just as tired of their job as we are of any job that we do, right? Like, just in my experience alone. So like, if there is a long answer, it is probably the right one, and if it isn't, then the teacher was probably whacked off caffeine that day, or was having a really, really, really good day, or just got laid. Just saying. Go on, John.
it's tragic to think about. Teachers are like up there with like military people now, because you gotta think the shit they've been through since 2020. Hell, I remember like I think it was 2021, that TikTok trend of the devious licks.
Dude, I lived through that.
There was an
Josh is a
incident
janitor.
where a couple high school guys, if I recall correctly, they performed the greatest devious lick ever by kidnapping their fucking teacher.
Oh, what?
I did not hear about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good devious link. I won't even lie. I put respect on that.
I gotta say, for our graduation, now this might be a lore tidbit that I didn't tell you guys, because I feel like I was so ashamed to say it.
Go off, Queen.
Our yearbooks, yeah, I'm spelled 3 different ways in there.
Wait, are you for real?
Yes, I'm entirely for real.
I'll go over there and I'll open the yearbook right now.
My front cover yearbook does not have my name spelled correctly. There's one place in there where it's spelled correctly, and it is under Mr. Wicker, our old science teacher. I had a thing for him in there, and that's where they spelled it right. Everywhere else they fucked it up.
Hey man, he's just putting honor on his name.
The cover is without the H, so it's JONATHAN. And then inside they fucked it up worse, and they put JONATHON.
Well now. Don't get into spelling your name, bro. Don't dox yourself now.
Dude, it's just John. Like, they don't know his last name.
Alright. I'm just making sure, you know.
Because obviously the problem that they have with John's name is obviously his first name, not his last name.
It was giving me Tyler flashbacks, though.
I mean, yet again, it's crazy to think that dear viewers,
dear viewers.
Yeah,
the last thing that you said to them on the farewell podcast is that you hated them.
I've really
yet again.
New Year.
I'm a little yet again.
Sorry, new year, new him. Sorry, my mistake. You're right. You're right.
I'm a little sweetheart now that I'm drunk. Okay, I'm trying to
Wait,
pull in all the bad
come out last year? I mean, this year.
I'm a silly guy.
Wait, when did that episode come out?
I have no idea.
I had to fact check you right now.
We're such spastics.
Is that after New Year's?
I'm
checking right now.
Okay, glad to know that he's checking.
I'm a certified fact checker.
Get this man on Twitter.
Not my Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter.
No,
it was in fact. I posted it January 1st. That was in fact the New Year. Well, we recorded it a week before. We recorded it before then. I think you're still good. I think you're good to claim this is New Year.
Tyler is actually verified on Twitter, and he didn't pay for it. True story.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm God.
Oh, dude. All right. The whole new topic. Not even gonna mention the other one.
Let's go.
So, Tyler, you know, I've been getting into the fashion side of things recently. I've been collecting clothes. Like,
sorry, you're trying to look good for the hoes.
I don't even care about looking good for those at this point. I'm just trying to look good.
You're going beyond that, huh?
To be honest, I've transcended the hose, right?
Bro's in the self-improvement arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love to hear that.
And yet again, it must be shout out once again, not to shout out a rival, but they are smaller than us. The Forehead Fables podcast.
Yep.
Are my hero.
Probably didn't hear about it.
Poob?
I love Poob.
He's kind of my hero. But he's always got an interesting fashion sense about him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can rock with it.
I think he just posted something on Instagram.
He did, and I liked it already. But not where I'm getting. I've started collecting a bunch of clothes. Because I'm like, dude, I want to put so many fits together. And it's really just become an addiction at this point, to where I'm like, I just want to put fits together, and it's like such a rewarding experience to do so. And just today, yesterday, at like 11:30, or somewhere around that time, right before 11:30, 11:12 probably, I was scrolling on my phone in between sets, get my gym in. Dude, I found these insane pants. Okay, this might be an edit. Okay, editor, we're gonna have to bring these bad boys in. All right.
Yeah, make sure to send them to my Discord, not my.
Yeah, editor, Instagram. We are going to have to bring these bad boys in, because these are like beyond peak. So for the longest time, I've been, Tyler, you remember my school experience. I was always sweatpants and
gray sweatpants, blue sweatshirt.
Yeah, like I was same every day.
And I was same drip as well. Square orange one.
I did not change. Like okay, obviously wash the sweatshirt.
Obviously, of course, yeah.
But I was always either all in on sweatpants or shorts. I've never been like a pronounced jean guy. But recently I'm coming around. I'm like, you can find some pretty good jeans that really hit different nowadays. Like before you're hitting like I'd always had jeans that you got from like Men's Warehouse or you got them from like JC Penney's. And you know those things they don't stretch. You know what I mean? I'm into those jeans that like stretch a little bit on the waistband and then like you can get a little stretch out of them on the leg. You know what I mean? And I'm
One size
realizing,
fits all jeans.
yeah, well, yeah, that's like I'm not saying I need like super large jeans or anything. Like I think I wear like yet again pant size large. I don't need anything insane. Like I'm not an extra large. I'm not
I
an
too
extra
wear
large.
large.
Like I'm yet again I'm not super insane with it, but like I just order my jeans in like either large or I get them in mediums if I want them tight. And
Toy.
I'm not saying I want my jeans tight, but I'm just
You want some
saying,
toy?
my brother in Christ, I got a
I
lot
want my
showing
jeans
off.
like I am tight.
Yeah, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on you,
Go on.
but for the podcast, you're just telling us a story about what jeans you like. I mean, this is not. I don't want to shit on you, but it's not very entertaining.
Yeah, you got
I'm sorry. I'm rolling this around.
Just kind of rambling about jeans.
Yes,
It's the
sorry.
grog.
I'm rolling this around. You know what I mean?
Sorry, yeah.
We
go
haven't
ahead.
gotten to the good part of this.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So today,
It's going somewhere.
I saw these absolutely glorious jeans. Okay. And shirt. Okay. I'll include the shirt in the images that you dear viewers get to see because let me be honest, I appreciate you that much to include the screenshot of this shirt.
Wow, he's a
Yep,
hero.
Okay. But yet again, I've been susceptible to propaganda thanks to Instagram. I find most of my stuff that I wear thanks to Instagram ads. Shout out to Instagram ads for being able to, accurately get what I want. Okay. But TLDR, the pants are these wonderful Part 4 JoJo pants. They took straight manga panels and like sewn them onto this on these pair of pants, and they look so clean. And I'm like, dude, I have to buy these. I've been possessed by a beast of fashion, if you will. It's come over me in a wave. Almost. It's
Along with the
euphoric.
Neko art beanie.
Yeah, dude, the Neko Arc beanie's hot. But it's come over me in a wave like I haven't seen in any other form. Like I've never been interested in like collecting clothing or fashion or any of that until really now in my early 20s where I really get to express myself. And I'm like, now that I have
money. That's
and
the
have money.
important part.
That is the important part. Because like, yeah, if you look at me nowadays, like comparatively to where I was, like, dear viewer, in high school.
Viewer.
I've really peaked if you were to see me. Because like nowadays I've really switched up my style. Like, obviously, Tyler, you haven't seen me in a hot minute. But like I've gone through the effort of
pics.
Well, yeah.
Josh has bloomed like a sunflower.
God, I'm really like a I'm really I've really hit my stride nowadays where I really resonate with the fact that I have to look good anywhere I go. Whereas before, I'd go to school, my hair would be up 7 ways from Sunday. I'd be looking like I just got mugged by 7 homeless dudes in a back alley and got mauled by a dog. But nowadays, I'm like,
Tough.
yeah, like I put forth the effort to, match. I put forth the effort to accessorize a little bit. Like yet again, Tyler, I wear, I like to wear glasses from time to time. I don't need them, but I
It's
wear
a
them.
fashion statement.
It is literally just
He wants
a thing.
He wants to look a little dorky.
Yeah, because
What's that supposed to mean? Why are glasses dorky? Hold on.
Okay, so
Thank you.
I'm John. Have you no? Have you been on Instagram at all? Have you looked
Like,
at my posts?
I mean, I have, yeah. I peeped your
Have you
post,
seen
yeah.
my most recent posts?
It
Not the one that I just posted, but the one before it.
doesn't come to mind, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay. So those would be the accurate description of my glasses. They're more like a circular type glass, not like Harry Potter, but like.
What about the actually glasses?
Okay. Whoa.
And bro is just questioning why they're dorky.
Shawty, I don't need this kind of pressure right now, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Bless up. But
You're
that's
so
what I be
wholesome.
saying. I know.
Listen, Josh. In order to make a diamond, you gotta have pressure.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna go jerk off after this. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Here's a joke.
The intrusive thoughts one right there.
But no.
He's not kidding.
I'm saving that one for tomorrow. But no.
Just recently told me he stopped jerking off. Look at him now.
New year, new me.
New year, no shorty to keep me in check. No bad hoes to keep me in check. That's why I posted on my Instagram story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're really
I should
hoping
really
some
tag my
lonely
Instagram
girl
story.
will just hit you up on Instagram.
Tyler.
Yeah, if there's any bad hoes,
he's getting more and more desperate too on his Instagram. I've noticed.
Tyler, would you like to?
Like before, he was hinting at it. Now he's just kind of directly being like, "I need a lady, please."
Tyler, can you start speaking for me really quickly about my Instagram stories? Just in general for a minute. I have to pee.
Oh, okay.
Just
sorry.
really quickly. I'll be right back. Sorry. Just continue about my Instagram stories, if you will.
Yeah, Josh is just posting borderline. I wouldn't call it thirst traps, but low key because they're just they have a sad vibe to him almost. He's playing the music he likes over it. He just has a bunch of random pictures as well. But then he'll just add text on it oh, I could. I really need somebody. Stuff like that. He's really... I'll pull one up just so I can speak upon it better, but it's just kind of funny. He's just entering his really pathetic arc. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just really funny to me. Oh my god. That guy's living though. He's having a good time over there. He's rambling a bit hard. He's kind of rambling. I don't know how you viewers feel about it. It's kind of tough to listen to.
All right. Thank you.
We'll see.
So, where were we? Okay, now I will preface. I have gotten a little down deep with my Instagram stories. I just, I save some memes for me where I don't save I don't send them to the group chat where
You're holding out on us?
Sorry.
Well, he's not if you look at his story.
What do you mean?
Well, you see him in the story. He's not holding out on you.
Well, okay, yeah, but Tyler, you're a loyal story viewer. You see what I mean?
But I look at all of them, but I don't like them.
Yeah, you see, that's a difference, right? I've been able to situationally bag hoes. Women. Nice women. Nice women. Sorry. I love my viewers. Honorable females.
Honorable.
But I've been able to kind of cultivate this weird audience, if you will, with the Instagram stories that I post, right? Because Tyler, yet again, me and you have brought this up before.
Yeah.
Where I don't really I don't know how I'm gaining these like followers, but I keep just getting followers from just like posting stories.
Yeah, like I don't know
So
how Instagram works.
yeah, neither do I. So I don't know how the like Instagram algorithm is like set up in a way, but I'll post a set of stories that I like basically am holding for myself in a way, not to be selfish or anything, but like I save them for myself in a manner that could be used to attack the other person that I was in a 4-month-long situationship with. Or could revolve around the idea that I think would be real. Or I think they're funny. And so they go on my Instagram story because I believe in the need to pester other people with the things that I think. So I've started doing that. And I've cultivated this little niche, if you will. And I've started getting this following of exactly what I want, actually.
Goth baddies.
Yeah,
You're becoming
I've been getting.
celebrity.
I'm becoming, yes, if you will. I'm becoming a niche micro internet celebrity, if you will. Not really. I have 101 followers. Not happening. But massive backpedal. But if you want to follow me, just saying. Not gonna tell you my Instagram, but if I did, not gonna plug it. But
if you find it, you find it.
Yeah, if you find it, you find it. It's pretty easy to find.
know.
I don't know why.
If you know,
But
you know.
I've
I don't think
cultivated
you've
this
doxed
like
yourself, so I think you're fine.
I have.
No, I said I don't think you have.
Oh no, I haven't. Well, the thing is that Drake's Instagram is way easier to find than mine.
It really is.
Because the bad thing is that if I leaked my Instagram, it would be my first name and my last name. So I'd be leaking myself something terrible. But not the important part of this.
As long as it's not the Twitter.
Oh, dude. Dude, don't even get me started. We'll move on to that eventually. You know, someday I'll come to terms with the fact that somebody's got to see my Twitter, and it's not going to be me. It's going to be somebody at Twitter HQ once I'm dead. But, once again, not the point. I've cultivated this weird following of niche goth alt women, and I'm like, they're all like me, where I'm like, they follow like 2,000 accounts and only follow, or they follow like 2,000 accounts, but then it's like, it's something weird. Like their statistics are a little off, and I'm like, oh, that's really funny. You know, I'm into the bit, right? Like for example, right? I got one the other day. I'll read verbatim, if you will. I got one the other day. It was like an account called Affliction, spelled incorrectly, by the way. And I look at my DMs right now, and you know how Instagram has notes. I get a little silly from time to time. I get a little goofy. I get a little creative. I get a little deep with it. I get to share music with my people that follow me, aka Tyler. And the first note that I see right now is by somebody that followed me the other day. And it's a goth alt woman, by the way. Just throwing that one out there. The note is, I want to rip my face out. This is the kind of this is exactly what I want. Mentally ill women.
Not in the sense that he wants to like mentally manipulate or whatnot.
Yeah.
Use their weakness. He's just into that. Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
I'm
That's
into
just very easy to manipulate.
beauty.
I'll
Yeah,
let you
I'm
give
not
me
into
what
the.
you want.
I'm not into the manipulating. I want them to manipulate me.
I was about
Yeah,
to say Josh is the one who wants to be manipulated.
Yeah,
yeah. And it's not hard.
just to. I'm throwing. Sorry, I'm throwing my role out. All right.
You can be a woman and
I'm.
smile at Josh and kind of be slightly polite, and you'll have him hook, line, and sinker.
I'll come. I mean, sorry.
Hey now, hold your
Sorry.
horses.
I'll be very polite back, and we can end up in a 4-month-long situationship together, and it'll be a whole thing where I talk to you every day.
Josh is
And
forming straight up borderline. What do you call them?
delusions?
Not delusions. Fuck.
Wishes?
I forgot what they're called. I'm giving up. Tapping out.
Okay. But no, yet again,
Parasocial
it's
relationships. Yep. That's what it.
big. But no, the one before this, the one that followed me, Tyler, the one that I showed you.
Yeah.
I reached out and I was like, hey, I like your posts. I think you're very cool. You know what I mean? I think you're very pretty. Smile. And I still haven't got anything back. Smile.
Why would you say that?
I wasn't that directly, but like,
thoughts win.
but it was something along the similar lines, and I'm like, I thought I'd get a little goofy, and I'm trying to like, what would women like to hear?
I keep telling you, man. Like, people don't look for relationships on Instagram.
I know that, but I'm like, I'm just trying to make connections right now. Like, I'm just like, at this point, I'm to the point where I'm like, okay, let me throw this one out there. Like, yes, in a certain degree, it'd be nice to, like, okay, I gotta fix my chair for this. All right.
He's gotta recenter himself.
I gotta reset. I don't have much alcohol left. So, yet again, there's a part of me that's like, yes, I would prefer if I could have some sort of form of relationship. Sure. That'd be great. Because I see everybody else around me, you're looking at, like, our classmates or whatever, they're getting married, that puts on some sort of pressure, and then you have like pressure from your parents, your like other, you got like coworkers are like, oh, like you're in some sort of like healthy relationship or whatever.
No bitches.
Yeah, like you're obviously in a position where you're like, oh, this is like the position that you're in right now is not normal.
That's not fair to say.
Like, to a certain extent, most people by now have had several relationships, have had like I don't. Okay, it's weird to say. Have had normal relationships, have had like even to some degree flings, and I'm over here like, hey dog, I'm gonna be real. I'm afraid of women. Like, I'm gonna throw that one out there. I'm just gonna.
Josh is starting his alcoholic and incel arc.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's lining them up back to back.
That's a deadly
No. Let me preface. I talk to women, okay? Let me just get that one out there. I will be your gal pal, but at the cost of several years in, you're gonna fall in love with me, and then once that happens,
legally binding contract.
Yeah, this is now legally binding. So, just throwing that one out there. If this ever happens, and whoever sees this podcast, hey,
we gotta set up a dateline for you, Josh. Like
hey,
a phone number they can call to, like, get in touch with you.
hit my line. You know what I'm saying, shorty? Like, yeah, I get that.
Yeah, you could just use the comments. Not like
That's right.
But the thing is that nobody uses the comments, all right?
Yeah, exactly. So it'd be easy to see them.
This far in and
That's
sees
true.
it. They're dedicated. They really want you, Josh. If they're this far in and they
Everybody
see
who
it,
watches this podcast would want to date Drake. Ain't no way.
But okay, here's the thing, right? Tyler, I've told you about the other possibly mentally ill woman. Don't listen to that. But mentally ill woman in my following that I happen to have. only has like 10 followers, and I happen to be one of them for some reason. A little weird. Thought it was a bot account at first, and then they post some real human type things. And it mostly relates to the fact that they are very mentally ill. And they like Pierce the Veil, so it's like, I don't get me wrong, I love Pierce the Veil.
I just can't relate with liking all these mentally ill goth women.
It definitely is a weird choice.
You're really just kind of giving yourself a debuff.
I
think you're too picky.
Well, I'm not being too picky. It's the fact that I can look to that and be like, all right, whoa, hold on, not gonna say that. Just had an intrusive thought. Sorry. No, it's more the fact that like I can be I don't want to say
you.
No, I don't want to say I have the, I don't want to say I have the I can fix the mentality, but it is definitely there.
Good lord.
I'm not saying I could fix her, but if anyone could, it would be me.
Oh, she just changed her note too, by the way. Just, the one I was talking about with 10 followers, just fixed her note to change it to a different song. No longer Pierce the Veil.
She was watching.
Yeah, it has to be. This must be live somewhere. Live leak?
Gulp. Which one of us?
Uh-oh.
Which one of us is next? Giant's fucking Xbox explodes.
This has now become an active saw trap. Which one of our devices is going to explode in our face? We're gonna find out in 30 minutes.
Oh lord.
But no, like
this wasn't homemade. It was made in a factory.
I don't think it's a debuff. I think it's more of like a thing where I'm like, like somewhere in there, like the one that I had. Sorry, okay, let me wind this one back. 4-month situationship. I was like, okay, maybe I can be the voice of reason, right? Where I'm like, maybe I can get into the idea of like, hey, maybe that's not a bright idea to be doing what you're doing, and kind of like reel it out in a way.
You fucked up there. You put yourself in the dad role. Nobody wants to.
I really
dad.
did. And now it's, it's a really awkward situation because now it's like I have to keep up with this because I said I would. And now that if I don't, it makes me look like a worse person.
You're in the legally binding contract.
Yeah, that's like it's a really weird situation because it's a double-edged sword. Perfect example. Because like I was like, I made too many promises really early on, and now it's a thing of like, hey, she's got a boyfriend, and now I have this like weird like. Am I the assumed gay buddy role, or am I the like slay yes queen like dad role? And yet again, considering I don't swing in the gay like buddy role, I'm like there's some malice there where I'm like, I should do very petty things to try and get back at you, and it is. Whew, you know what I mean?
I did tell you it would quickly transform into hate.
Yeah, like Tyler, that's what I mean. It's like Tyler, you, like situationally, you were very right about that. You know me very well at this point to know that like if somebody does me even remotely kind of wrong.
Yeah, no offense, you don't have the maturity yet to just accept the L like that.
Yeah, like.
We never take L's.
Yeah, like for me,
especially the get even type of guy.
I really am. Like, brothers do not want to meet me on GTA. Brothers do not want to meet me on GTA.
Do not. Do not play GTA. GTA 6 is going to be foul. That's just going to be bad.
Viewers, challenge me to 1v1. I'll win right now. But no,
that's
like
not good for your stream.
Not happening. Not happening. But no, I like
all of the subscribers.
Yeah, God, no. I don't want to hold that mentality. I've grown past that. I'm better now. But
Listen,
Tyler,
as long
you
as
gotta.
you don't follow the mistake that I did when I tried to when I tried to better myself and get back into dating.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I told y'all, right? Because again,
Didn't?
very very shameful that I tried to turn to this, right?
Okay.
So after my relationship ended, and I was a broken poor man, I was like, I should find someone, and everyone around me was like, yeah, you should go, for dating, and I have no I don't know how to use dating apps. I have no interest. It's too complicated. So I was like, okay, what can I do that's the easiest of access that I already have that has dating? And that would be Facebook.
Oh.
So a brother
Shoddy.
turned to Facebook dating,
Oh, good
and I made a
heavens.
profile just as I didn't actively pursue people, but I just had it there to peep at, right?
Okay. It's like what I do
And
with my Tinder.
well, let me just say, okay, the nothing against all you lovely Facebook women out there, but strictly the Facebook women in my area that is around here,
Definitely do
uh,
crack.
they want one of two things. Okay, either
Penis.
no, and that's not even on the list, which is the worst part,
Wow.
right? Either
Insane.
drugs or a side fling to their marriage.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, a surprising amount of people that were like, "Yes, I'm married. We're still working it out." And that is all the more like that was just like their bio was just like married, working it out.
Shawties need sneaky links.
I was kind
But
of scared.
dude, yeah, like that for me,
Scared?
like I wouldn't be able to do that. Like for me, I just have like my Tinder for the fact that like I can scroll through and maybe I can be like, all right, hey, here's somebody that's not the same woman 50 times over. Because let me just preface, every time that I'm on Tinder, it is the same woman. I swear to God, every 3 profiles. Like, and yet again, dude, I get profiles from Pittsburgh and everywhere around here, because yet again, Pennsylvania resident, by the way. We've doxed ourselves before, we'll do it again. And yet again, I'm like, I get I get like Pittsburgh residents, right? And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get some interesting, lovely ladies in my Tinder, profile. And no, like I could scroll through Tinder right now, and I guarantee you, within the within the first 4 or 5, I get 3 of the exact same woman. Like they are copy and paste, same, like yet
Typical,
again. Yeah,
typical
they.
Tinder woman. All bio, no message.
That's what I mean, and like not to that example, but like they just have the same like look, same like interests, and I'm like, I don't.
The factory produced Tinder bio.
Yeah, like it's just the same old thing over and over again, and I'm like, I'm not into that, and that's why I think I like the alt scene girls maybe a little bit, is because they are a change of pace comparatively to these like blonde, horse riding, like
The
party
only thing I
girls.
think though, I
You know.
what kind of guys do they like? I feel like you should try and shape yourself into that more.
Well,
Country guy. Josh is going in his country phase.
whoa,
I feel like
not
they'd be
happening.
into like the goth dude.
Josh is gonna stop listening to Smashing Pumpkins and go for Luke Bryan.
How do you know? Whoa, hold on, wait. How do you know I listened to that?
Anyways,
No, no, you cannot just do that to me.
Yes, you
Whoa,
can. Yes, you can. That's way funnier.
no, because that. Okay, John, there is no way I told you that. Did I? Okay, don't answer me. All right.
He pleads the fifth.
I don't want this to be a dead air moment, but like, the thing is
smile.
that smile. The thing is that every single woman around is exactly like yet again rides horses, like does the party thing, like goes to parties on weekend, goes to bars, and I'm like, okay. And then immediately I look at it, like I look to their music or whatever that they have on their profile for their like Spotify linked kind of like thing. Luke Bryant, Morgan Wallen. I'm like, okay, dude, like I really should live in the Midwest, or I should live in California or Seattle. Like, dude, if I had free picking of like just the women I was gonna get on Tinder, the alt scene women are gonna be Midwest emo or they're gonna be in Seattle. And I'm like, just for 3 minutes, I would love to be in Seattle and just be like, here's like just change my Tinder location to Seattle and see how many scene women I get. It would change so drastically fast. I know it.
You know, Josh, if you do go to Seattle, you know what that means?
I'm a more
You can
powerful
meet
man
the
than I was
iCarly
before.
cast.
Oh, shorty, on God. I can meet Miranda Cosgrove so quick. I'd be up in her DMs. I didn't say that. But
Bold claim.
yeah, truly. But no, it's just a weird tendency thing for me. But no, I've changed my style in a way that is like made myself appear more like grounded, if you will.
Appear, but not.
I want these lovely women, not hoes, in parentheses, to
not
perceive me. And I've yet again, Tyler, you've
witnessed me.
well, yeah, like you know, it's a path I've gone down because I've spent money on it. I've started painting my nails. It's a thing that I've never would have thought I've done. Like it, it's a weird like pathway that you never think you'd go down, and then you start doing it, and then you realize, oh, this is like arts and crafts, but it's something for people to look at. You know,
Josh, I have an idea to get you women.
Okay, go on.
To all of our lovely female viewers of this
All right.
podcast, Josh
I've
is
tried
an
that.
avid fan of
I've
Genshin
tried this before.
Impact.
What?
You tried
Josh is a
Genshin Impact?
pedophile?
Wait, what? Don't defame me like that. I am not. I like women of the ages of 18 and older.
How do you feel about Genshin Impact?
I've never once played it for all those females out there.
Wow, so John's gaslighting.
No.
If
I was
you
right
want,
with the Smashing Pumpkins thing. I have credibility now.
no. Okay, I don't even know where you got that because I don't
I'm not at
remember
liberty to
telling
really
you
say.
that.
I'm a guest here. Maybe if I were to somehow make another appearance on this podcast, Smile, yeah, I might divulge my secrets. But
Okay.
He's now
Dude.
blackmailing us into having him
He's
on
not.
again.
He's blackmailing me to bring him back on the podcast. This is power at its finest. But no,
it's just business.
Yeah, it really is business at its finest. But no, I started like even going beyond. Like I've changed my appearance in such a way that like high school me would be surprised. Like I've had such a weird glow up because like yeah, I've started painting my nails in like weird colors like black and white. You wouldn't expect that out of me initially in high school, but now it's like it's a weird like dichotomy thing where it's like
You're really trying to go for the goth phase. Like,
yeah,
you're trying
like
to embody it.
once you really get into it, you really get into it. You know what I mean? Because like at first, obviously, everybody's like it's a very fruity thing to paint your nails. Like it's very like, hey, that's touching a line, right? Not to be obviously where we live, it's not a very accepting community, if you will. But it's like it's a very polarizing thing for people for a guy to paint their nails. But then you like all you have to say is that I listen to like I listen to Black Veiled Brides, or I listen to like My Chemical Romance.
All
If
you
they're
gotta say
not,
is, I'm on the spectrum.
yeah. Truly, I'm autistic, and then that solves every single one of the issues. Once you move past that barrier, then
You're golden.
yeah, because yet again, I've had to explain to my coworkers. Because Tyler, you've sadly been here for this development, and I don't know if I told John about this, but when my nails were pink and light blue, I had to explain to my coworkers why they were like that. And I had come up with the excuse that I was distracted, and that was a lie.
Distracted. They got all 5 fingers.
They got all 10!
Oh.
Every single one of them! Every one of
They're
them!
sneaky as hell, man. You didn't see them
Yeah,
coming.
they turned me around for something. Again, we were watching the Barbie movie. Dude, insane. That movie captivated me. But no, like they had me distracted for that one. But no, I told my coworkers, like, yeah, they had me distracted. Like I wasn't ready for it. Like I told them I wanted black and white, and obviously that's
They were colorblind.
yeah, they were obviously colorblind. They couldn't tell black or blue.
It looked black and white to them. I mean,
yeah, polarizing colors, if you will. And I was like, obviously, I told my coworkers that to save face, because I was like, dude, I don't want them thinking that I'm like, I don't swing in this direction if that's what they're going for. But I had to play it up. And obviously,
the problem I face is
right.
all these old fucks at work think I'm a girl.
Nope.
So I ain't trying to even like jokingly paint my nails or anything like that, because it just fuels it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Maybe get rid of the bob you have.
I don't have a bob anymore. I buzzed my head.
Are you bald?
No, I'm not bald, but I have very short hair. And I also wear a name tag. No, do you know what it is? You want me to be real with you?
Go on.
no facial hair?
Huh? No facial hair.
Yeah.
No. It's, okay. So the problem with old guys, right? Like 60 and up, is they're weird, okay?
Oh.
So when they perceive anyone to be female, the first area they look is the chest. Alright?
Oh.
And
okay, shawty.
I got something of a rack,
Oh, okay.
These boobs are crazy.
I'm a little
Get them brothers bricked up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, it's bad. It's bad for real.
Hey. You haven't gone down the path that I have, but just be thankful that you haven't, because, like, if you think about it, the path that I've gone down is way, way deeper. Because if you think about it,
listen to Fall Out Boy?
I don't listen to Fall Out Boy. I'm gonna tell you that now. All right. Whoa. At most, I've started listening to My Chemical Romance. Okay, and I already was a fan of Evanescence, but not the point. Because all right, Tyler, this is gonna confirm some of your ideas, if you will. But I ended up getting the entirety of yet again, not a proud admission of mine. Throwing this one out there, not a proud admission of mine. I ended up getting the entirety of the Twilight series in book form. And now it just sits here on my shelf that I have, beautifully constructed. And Lord knows I'm not going to read this. Why would I? I'm not a female. Why would I read Twilight? Unless I'm under some sort of, like, harpy spell, if you will. Like, you got me bent. These are going to sit wonderfully on my shelf until the day I die. I'm never going to read these. But they are quickly counteracted by the point that I have on the shelf above it. All of my Final Fantasy XIV and all of my Destiny 2 materials. Amen.
Count it. Counter, dude. So that's a counter?
Counter! Yeah, easily.
Objection. You know,
You know,
I don't want to cut you off or anything, but I think we should probably wrap.
oh, really?
You know, we're at about
feel
an
like-
hour and 50 minutes. Almost 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
A good way to start off the new year with content.
Yeah.
I didn't realize we were this far along. Maybe it's because I'm 2 twisted teas and a soju in, but like
Yep.
I'm feeling delightful.
Time flies when you're all grogged up.
True.
Yep.
All right. Well, Tyler, if you'd like to sign us off, I guess.
I
you
did
can
the intro.
have-
You do the outro.
Tyler, you cannot put
You
me
gotta
on
do
blast right now.
something.
Tyler, you cannot put me blast. You cannot. I'm already getting nervous. Don't.
Improv.
Please?
Yeah, improv. I always improv it. What do you mean?
Okay. Hold on.
Say some closing remarks and say goodbye. That's all you gotta do.
Can I finish this really quickly? Can I down this? Entertain them really quickly.
It's gonna have dead air.
No,
Well,
entertain
Oh,
them.
I got you, Josh. While you finish your drink, I will say it was delightful to be on the podcast. You know,
Thank
I've
you,
had
John.
a grand time.
Yeah. We recently found out John's not a real fan. We really thought he
No,
was.
don't put me on that. No, wait. I can change.
Oh, you
Just
can
give me time.
change. You can change.
He
How
will
about you
not
listen
change.
to the
We go through a war
podcast while gaming sometime? You know, that could really be a time you can get it in.
In my defense, I don't get a lot of time. Like I go
He's
to
a
work, I
busy
deal with
man.
other people's electronics all day. I come home, I'm either in the mood or I sleep. Like that's it.
All right.
Hey, yo, did
Well-
not say you're in the mood.
Whoa. Yeah.
that's
Hold
right,
on.
That's right.
That's. I mean,
No, Josh,
that's-
hold on. What were you saying about how you were,
I'm
gurking it
jerking off
earlier?
tomorrow.
Like,
Sorry.
Oh, tomorrow
Um,
now.
Yeah. I mean, technically today, but we don't need to go over that in the outro. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead. Give it your best
that's
shot.
nonchalant. But let me just preface, dear viewers, it's been an honor to be here with you in episode 1 of season 2, and with our delightful guest, John, here today.
yippee.
We've gone over a grandiose amount of topics, and this is probably my best performance yet, if you will. So, on this note, I think we'll end it. And let me just preface, I love you. Smile.